So today I'll be explaining how exactly Fiverr works. I'm going to show you how much I've made, um, how I made my gigs perform well, and what kind of gigs I offer. So another advice I want to give you is basically create as many gigs as you can. If you're a new seller, the maximum amount of gigs you can create is 5. If you're a level 2 seller, the maximum you can create is 10. So when I was a new seller, I created 5. If I deleted one, I made sure I created another one. Because you don't know what gig is going to blow up. Like there's going to be that one gig that's going to blow up your account. So yeah, for me it was this one right here. And if you want to know how much I made from this one gig alone, just keep watching the video and I'm going to explain to you and show you how much I made through this one gig. So if you don't know what Fiverr is a freelancing website. If you do not know what freelancing is, then freelancing is basically selling a service online. Let me give an example. So if you go to Amazon.com, if I looked up, for example, shoes, so all these people here, all these shoes are sold by sellers, and these sellers sell products, physical products. So Fiverr is almost similar, but instead of selling products, you're selling services. So that's the difference between Amazon sellers and Fiverr sellers. So Fiverr is all about selling a service. A service is a job, like a work. It could be a web designer, photo editor, graphics designer, 2D illustrator, website designer, coder, anything, video editor, basically anything. So these are services that you offer online, freelancing services. But then there's also services you can offer outside. For example, plumbing, like being a plumber, being a painter, that's a service. But Fiverr is specifically for freelancing, so it's basically online work. So right here is the Fiverr website. I'm going to leave the link in the description, and you can create an account. So when you're creating an account on Fiverr, you start off by, like, after filling in all details like your name, stuff like that, age, experience, things like that. So Fiverr will take you to a page where you're supposed to create a gig. So I'm going to show you how to create a gig, but before I show you how to create a gig, let me first explain what this is. So right here, this is the dashboard. So a dashboard has a collection of everything basically. So if you have any active orders, it's going to be right here, and your inbox is also here. Earnings is going to be here as well. Then your profile, and here's the level. So there are levels to this. There's a new seller, then there's a level 2 seller, then the next one is I forgot the name of the other one, but I think I forgot the name. But anyway, so when you have a new account, you'll be a new seller. And my advice is just keep trying until you become a level 2 seller. I'm going to explain the benefits, but keep watching the video and I'll explain the benefits later. So let's go on creating an account. So you click right here, my business, then you come to gigs. If you've just created an account and your account is new, then you're going to redirect it to a section of creating gigs as soon as you're done filling in your personal information. So yeah, if you're creating a gig, you come here, create a new gig. This is a section where you now fill in your gig details. So there's a gig title, category, and search tags, and here other places, pricing, description, requirements, gallery, and basically publishing. That's the steps you're supposed to go through. So when me, I was a new seller, I didn't know what to write, so I used to use ChatGPT. So right now, I get the words off the top of my head because I'm not used to creating gigs. I like create gigs a lot. But yeah, a quicker way is to use ChatGPT. So before you create a gig, first thing you need is to come up with a niche, like what you want to sell, what service do you want to offer. So for example, me personally, I feel like I should create one about 2D illustrations. So we'll come right here. Also, bro, the lights are turned off, so you're not going to see anyway. So I come right here. I'll say, read for me. Whole Fiverr gig details for creating custom 2D illustrations. Enter. So immediately ChatGPT starts writing it. So Fiverr gigs always start with I will. You can see ChatGPT has written for us I will. You just come here, copy this, create custom 2D illustrations for any purpose. Right there. Also, avoid using very long titles, because your goal is to catch the customer's attention very quick. And if your title is very long, it's going to be hard because nobody is going to read long stuff. So if your stuff is short, like if your title is short, they just need to read like 5 words and boom, they've understood what you said. But if it's like about 8 words, maybe 9, it's going to be able to catch the customer's attention. So your focus is to catch the customer's attention, like in any slightest way. Once you reach a new title, Fiverr is going to start giving you suggestions of the category. So you don't need to come all the way here and select blah blah blah. You don't need to worry about that. Or also, I think ChatGPT gives us, you see, graphics and design illustration. So we come right here, graphics and design illustration, or you can come here, graphics and design. Then here is where you select illustration, or is it? Yeah, right here. Here you can just click this. That's a quicker way. So after that, there is gig metadata. So you don't need to get scared about this. This is nothing, honestly. I don't think ChatGPT has given us the descriptions for that. But style, I like to choose comic and cartoon. Then here is where I select freehand digital. It's basically digital art. Depends on whatever you want to do, bro. Like there is different styles. 3D for those that do 3D work, or you can do vector art as well. But for now, I'm gonna select freehand. Then theme. Honestly, bro, I don't care about this. I just select random stuff. I don't even know I'll be selecting, but I just select fun art, fine art, and yeah, fantasy art. Then the subjects, this doesn't matter, honestly, it doesn't affect your gig, but animals, people, where's people there, then lifestyle or nature. That's, I think there's also something like landscapes. Yeah, remove this landscapes. That's basically backgrounds and things like that. Then for the positive keywords. So now this is the main part of making your Fiverr gig succeed. So I watched on YouTube that when you're setting keywords on Fiverr, it's better to select the ones that are suggested by Fiverr. Like for example, if your gig is about creating illustrations, type in whatever word illustrations, then the suggested keywords are the ones that you should use. So not like these ones here, illustrations, digital art. It's already that digital art. Select these kinds here. It's best to select the ones that are suggested by Fiverr. Don't go there and you be like, oh, cartoon artist, and you just put that in. No, it's best to select the ones that are suggested by Fiverr. So illustrations, digital art, graphics, and design. These are the ones that I like to select. By the way, you can select a maximum of up to 5. So illustrators, digital art, graphics and design, cartoon, character, and also character design. So these are the ones I like selecting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, that's 5. Then negative keywords, honestly, bro. This is for Plus, but I used to pay for Plus. The only benefit I saw in paying Fiverr Plus was clearing periods. If you get a customer in Fiverr, if your payment finishes clearing in about 2 weeks. But if you pay for Fiverr Plus, it finishes in exactly 7 days. That's 1 week. That's the only benefit I saw in this. But the rest were useless. Not like this one, negative keywords. Honestly, this is useless. Negative keywords enable Seller Plus members to prevent their gigs from matching with irrelevant search terms. Bro, me honestly, I prefer my gig showing up in like whatever thing a customer searches, because the more it shows up, the most likely it is for the customer to buy it. So yeah, save and continue. Although it's 3 a.m. right now, bro. 3 a.m. Eyes are getting dry, so I'm kind of feeling sleepy. But anyway, so now this is the part that confuses most people, the pricing. Now this is the part that scares away every single person. So yeah, there are packages in this. There's basic, standard, and premium. So most people don't really understand what packages are, but let me explain how packages work here. So I'm going to use my phone to explain. This phone right now, it has a phone case and it has a screen guard. But let's remove the phone case and let's remove the screen guard. The phone would cost about $300, right? But let's now say, instead of selling to you the phone alone, like the phone plain, I add a phone case. The price will not the price will now move from $300 to $350, right? So now that's a standard package. Then let's say I now add a screen guard. Now basically added everything, a screen guard and also the phone case and the phone as well. So now it's going to cost about $400. So that's how packages work. The more features included, the more expensive the package is going to cost. So when you're creating illustrations, let's first use ChatGPT and see what packages has it given us. So one simple 2D illustration, basic character or objects, simple background. Me personally, I like to do this. So the one that takes the most effort is that should be the most expensive. The one that takes the least effort should be cheaper. So for the titles, bro, honestly, I don't care about this. I just do this. Just be put in this here, this one, and put it here as well. For basic package, I put like head to shoulders. I'm going to draw you from your head to shoulders. That's it, only that. So head to shoulders. Then standard, I do full body. Then premium, I do full body plus background. Then delivery time. If you're a new seller, I recommend putting 1 day, like 1 day, 1 day, 1 day, because there's a lot of competition out there. If you want to get customers and compete with others, you must like have a benefit, like everywhere. You must offer faster delivery and quality work at a cheaper price. So yeah, delivery time, I like to put 1 day when I'm new. That's also started. I put 1 day, 1 day, 1 day, 1 day. When I got a lot of customers, I then changed it to 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. But yeah, then revisions. A revision is basically this. Also, by the way, I forgot to mention there are guide videos right here. Honestly, I never watched them. I watched them only once, like only once. They're actually helpful, honestly. But that time I watched them, already knew a lot about Fiverr, so I was just passing time. But anyways, so what a revision is? A revision is basically this. Let's say I ask you to draw an image of my phone. It's a green phone case and it has about 3 cameras. You draw this exact phone exactly the way it is. Or maybe I could tell you to draw an image of me like this. You draw an image of me exactly like this. Then you send it to me. I love the image. I'm like, yo, the phone case is green. I don't like the green color on the phone case. Could you please make it white? That's a revision now. Like you're basically requesting for an adjustment. That's a revision. So yeah, you changing the color of the phone case. That's one revision right there. So yeah, revision. I like to put here 1, here 2, then here 3. So sometimes customers could tell you to generate images of them. They send you a photo of them. You create an image of them. They have a black shirt on, but they're like, bro, the shirt is black. Could you please make it white so it can match the kind of background? That's a revision right there. So figures, a figure is basically a character, like characters, the amount of characters you want included in the image. Like if there's an image of me and my boy, and I send you and I tell you to create it for us, those are 2 characters, basically 2 figures. Here, basic, you put 1 character, like I said. Basic must have the least features. Standard has medium features. Then premium has the most, like all the features. Basic, we put here 1. Standard, we put here 2. Then, actually, no. Standard, we also put 1. Then premium, we now put 2 characters. So if a customer wanted head to shoulders images, like they needed head to shoulder images, they can't just order the basic package and they ask for 2. No, the basic package includes only 1. So they're supposed to pay for the premium. So the source file, I don't include this. If you don't have a source file, it's basically the file where you created the project in. Then high resolution, bro. All of them, like I said, bro, you're just a starter. So you must offer the best service, quality service. Then for the background, like we had agreed right here, the premium Zander has the background, so only the premium package has the background. Then color, all of them have color because we said head to shoulders. Oh, by the way, some people be doing this on their packages. Like they would say basic is just line art, like no coloring. Standard, they include coloring. Then premium, they include coloring plus shadows included as well. People do that. Then full body, all these two, standard and premium include full body. Then commercial use, all of them. So customers can do whatever they want with the images. Like they can post it on YouTube. They don't use it on TV. They can use it on TV. They don't use it for like their album cover, which is profitable. Yeah, it's up to them. So standard must be cheaper. When you're getting started, don't make your prices high. This is a problem a lot of people be having. Like they are new to Fiverr. They just come with the mindset of I want to make a lot of money. They can put high prices. Also used to be like that, but then understood, bro. I'm not going to get customers with this kind of prices. I was hoping maybe one customer that's like ready to spend could come my way. But no, if you come looking for money as a starter, you're just going to fail. So you're supposed to come as a starter and your focus is on getting reviews, like looking good to the customers. That's your focus, looking good to the customers. And how do you look good to the customers? By having a nice thumbnail and also a nice portfolio, and also the main part is reviews, because you're in competition with people that have about 1,000 reviews, 300 reviews. You have 0 and you're charging the same price as them. Does that make sense? It's like, let's say that both of us have a phone store. You have a phone store and I have a phone store. So your phone store has positive reviews. On TikTok, you have about 2,000 followers. You're selling this exact phone at $300. Yeah, that's a good price, right? It's a very good price. So you're selling the phone at $300, then me, I'm brand new. Like nobody knows me around the community compared to you. You've like worked with almost everyone. So me, nobody counts me. I'm brand new. I come with this phone and say I'm selling this at $350. Who's gonna buy it? When they buy it from me, they're basically guaranteed to have good work because your business has positive reviews. Then me, whoever buys from me is taking a risk. Even though the phone is okay, here's the thing: I have no way to prove that the phone is okay. Like nobody has bought from me yet. So yeah, the only way I can get an advantage with the competition is by selling this phone at a cheaper price. That guy sells it at 300. I'll be like, really? I'll give you this phone at 250. I'm doing a discount. We are new, so you're doing a discount. So then I'll be convincing people to buy it. When more people buy it and I'm now almost at the level of that guy, that's when I can now say, all right, now let me increase the price. From 250, I go to 260. When I outcompete that guy, that's when I now got a higher price. You must give people a reason to buy from you and not from them. So basically, the reason I gave right here was I'm cheaper and I offer the same exact phone. So yeah, for the pricing we set here 5. It's how I started. Like start cheap. The minimum is 5, by the way. You can't say 2. You can't say 3. Then here is to put 10. Then right here 15. Basic, standard, premium. Some people around the world, some hooligan out there would basically do this. They put here one character, 5 here, 10 here, then here 25 for 2 characters. So when you do this, you're not giving the customer a reason to buy the premium package. If let's say, for example, I wanted two characters, but on this premium package, yeah, it comes with more features, but you're charging me $25. I'd be like, like why can't I just buy the standard package twice? I would say that I could do that, and you're going to generate for me the 2 characters, even though there's no background. 2 characters. So yeah, you must give the customers a reason, make them feel like there's a discount to it. So here you said one character costs about $10, and here you put about 2 characters, must be 15 now. So when a customer comes in, they're like, wow, I want 2 characters. They see here $10 for 1 character. They're like, oh, so 1 character costs $10. They look at the premium order. They see 2 characters. Oh, 2 characters. They see $15. When they see $15, they'll be like, oh, I thought 1 character costed $10, so this should be 20, but it's 15. Okay, so he offers it at a cheap price. Now you're giving them a reason to like buy the premium package. So yeah, buy the premium package right there. Then these deselect, those are extra services. Then save and continue. And now the description. Yeah, here's our description. You can also include this what's the offer. Yeah, this whole thing is our description. Copy, come back to Fiverr, paste it right there. Then there's also the frequently asked questions, or you can call it FAQ. So Fiverr also rates that, and when you're adding your frequently asked questions, I don't recommend adding more than 3. Like add short stuff, like don't add a lot of stuff. Can you draw in a specific style? So what this does, like when customers have questions, yeah, they can just come right here and they'll get instant answers. So that's why I do frequently asked questions right there. Boom. Another one. So add in from 2 to 3. Do you offer revisions? This one I don't add it because I've already included it right there. Like if you go to our pricing, you can see that the revisions were there. Like you are seeing there are 2 revisions, so I don't need to add down there. Like customers can get the answer to this when they look at the pricing. Can I use the illustration commercially? This was also included, so you don't need to write that. So you can either ask ChatGPT to write for you others, or you can make up your own, or you can just leave it like that. So me personally, I feel like, yeah, I'll just leave it like that. Can you do in a specific style? Then save and continue. Now, here's the other side of the requirements. So requirements are basically the information you need from the customer before you start the project. There's only 2 requirements that I personally ask for if it comes to doing illustrations. I ask for the customer's description, then also ask them for a reference image. A reference image is basically like an example image, like something they liked. Let's say I want you to create for me a cover photo. I can give you an example of like Drake's cover photo, and I'm like, yo, I love Drake's cover photo, so I can like give you an idea of what I want. That's basically a reference. So yeah, add new question, then I love turning off required, like required. So if you have required checked, that means the customer cannot place an order unless they filled in this information here. Sometimes they could be in a rush, they see required, they're like, I'm too lazy, I'll do that next time. So I want my customers to be able to skip, then they can come back and fill it in later, or I can message them and ask them personally. So add a question. You can write simple details or even description. Description. Actually, image description, or even you can write other description. It's up to you. Image description or instructions. So we put this on free text. Free text. Free text is basically TXT, type, like they have to type for the input. The input is basically typing. It's basically text. Then the next question is reference image, remove required reference image. So for this we do not put free text. We have to put attachment because we want them to upload an image. Then save and continue. And now here's the part where you add a thumbnail. So you can add a PDF file, you can add PNG, JPEG, you can also add videos. It's up to you. When you're selecting thumbnails, yeah, you're supposed to select like nice ones, bro, like those that are going to catch the customer's attention. So I don't have any ready right now, so I'm just going to select some random images I created earlier. So I'm going to select this, then the cover photo, the primary image, is the one that's right here. So one thing it's about Fiverr on this part here is like, let's say for example, I want this in the middle to be the cover photo. I can't do this like drag it and change it and take it out. No, I can't do that. I have to delete all of them first. Because if I delete this first one, this next one becomes a cover photo. So I have to delete, then I come here and put back the other one. That's the issue with Fiverr. So Fiverr, if you're watching this, please fix this issue, please. So video you upload here, then documents, PDF, docs, documents, all of which happens right here. So then you check this, then you click save and continue. Oh, by the way, I forgot this. Honestly, this doesn't matter because it doesn't affect your gig in any way. So animals, you can select whatever you want. Subjects, people, it's up to you, bro. You can just select the same thing, animals again. Boom. Then publish gig, and there you go. Your gig is now live. Your gig is live. So once you've created a gig, you click this, then you come to gigs. You're already on that page. It's loading, it's loading, it's loading. Reminds that it's hot right now, it's slow. So you're right here. So to view your gig, you just click this arrow right here, then you click preview, and it brings you to this screen. And yeah, here's our gig. So this is how the customer sees our gig. Like before they buy, they say contact me, continue. Here's the description we had added about this gig. Then here's basically the more descriptions about it. Then here's our profile, contact me, my profile description. Here's our portfolio. Then here are the packages, or you can just view them right here like this. So basic costs about $5. 1 day delivery, one revision, one figure, blah blah blah, and there are checks right here. Standard, then premium, and to buy they just click continue and boom. Also, I want to explain a psychology that I use on Fiverr. So if your impressions are high but your clicks are low, that means your SEO is perfect. Your tags, all the stuff, that means they're perfect. But you're not getting clicks because your thumbnail is the issue. If your clicks are high but your impressions are low, that means you have a nice thumbnail but your SEO is shit. It's not attracting any customers. So you need to adjust your tags in your title. If your clicks are high and your impressions are also high but your orders are few, that means the problem is the order, like the features, the packages. So the customers search something, your gig popped up, they saw the thumbnail, it was nice, then they clicked it, then they read the description, they read the features, the packages, all that stuff. They didn't like something, then they clicked back. So yeah, always focus on this stuff and make the adjustments that are needed to be made. Then also another thing I want to let you know is that there's nothing wrong with copying, bro. The goal is making money. Like, do you want to make money or you want to be unique? Like if you like want this to be like your main thing and you like taking it seriously or something, then yeah, I recommend being unique. But if you just want to make money, it's okay. You can copy others. The focus is making money, bro. Like just make money. So let's say if you want to like become a photo editor, you can come right here and you look at the competition. Like what's the highest reviews? Oh, this guy right here. So you click his gig. So this guy has been doing a very good job because he has about 2,588 reviews. He's doing a good job. So when I tell you copy, I don't mean like copy exact, like copy and paste this. Nah, like him use elephants for this. You could have, for example, put a lion or even a zebra. Then description, don't come right here, copy and paste. No, like you just do something similar. So for descriptions on Fiverr, we usually follow the AIDA rule. You can literally tell ChatGPT to follow the AIDA rule and it's writing your description. It's going to do it. So yeah, packages, you can just look at these packages. Don't come here, copy and paste. Nah, like you just see the features he has, then yeah, go include them in yours. So me personally, if you want to copy my stuff, it's okay. I don't mind. The goal is making money, bro. The goal is making money. That's what you need to focus on. Alright guys, so like I said earlier, I'm going to show you how much I made from this gig right here. So this gig was my first gig that actually took off. Like this was the first gig of mine that took off. So if you look at the impressions, if you look at the clicks and you look at the orders, then you go to 3 months. So one thing that confused me about Fiverr when I was getting started was I always thought that to make mad money stuff like $200, that's around 700,000 UGX. I used to think that to make that amount of money, you need like let's say like 20 orders, 60 orders, because that's a lot of money. But then I realized, bro, you can literally get 4 orders from just 4 orders alone, 4 orders, and you have like $84 from 4 orders. Sometimes even from 4 orders, I can make $120. That's how Fiverr works. So for this gig alone, this gig, it has generated me about, here's the big part, calculating revenue, $2,256. Just this one gig alone. This one gig alone. Like this is the gig that literally started everything. I bought my first phone through this gig. This is now my second one. This one right here. It all came from Fiverr. Also got a tablet right here. A computer, bro. I have a whole setup. I have a whole setup right now. I'm going to include the photo of my setup on this, and all of it literally came from Fiverr. It all came from this. So yeah, if you're starting Fiverr, I recommend you take it seriously, bro. This is something that you start today, you start winning tomorrow. Just because you're seeing me at the level I am right now, don't compare yourself to me, bro. I'm not trying to say this in a disrespectful way, but what I'm saying is, do not compare your day 2 to somebody else's day 72. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So if you compare your day 7, your day 5 to somebody else's day 61, you're determined to failure, bro. Like you expected the same results somebody got in day 67, the same results you got at day 67, you're expecting them at day 4. It doesn't make sense. So yeah, you have to start somewhere. Start small, bro. Like start small. It took me 2 years, like 2 years to get my first order. It's because I wasn't taking it seriously, bro. I wasn't taking it seriously. I just created the account, then I left, hoping customers would just come and find me, hopefully, like, oops. Nah. But I literally started now keeping my eyes on my account. That's when customers started rolling in. That's when everything started, like, I said, paying attention on the impressions, the gigs, all that kind of stuff. Also, another thing I want to tell you is that when you start in Fiverr, I actually recommend trying your best until you become a level 2 seller. Because when I was a level 1 seller, like when I was a new seller, I used to work harder than I work right now. The amount of effort I used to apply in this app, like I wouldn't take my eyes off the screen. When I became a level 2 seller, stuff became easier. Like I didn't have to worry about my tags. I don't have to worry about my, like all that stuff, the impressions. I don't need to worry about that anymore because there's a feature here. It's called Fiverr Art. So you literally pay for Fiverr to promote your stuff. And remember I said earlier, I've never made a deposit in this. So the money I made from the app is one that I used to pay for the ads. So right here, let me show you. I'm gonna show you how much I've made from ads, like the benefit of this. So if you look right here, yeah, I've spent about $194 on ads. In the gigs I spent this money promoting on, like I spent this money on promoting them, they've generated me about $1,197. And this isn't even like the overall sales. This is just about the sales I've made from ads, like from customers that were got from ads. $1,197 in sales. In this gig here, I spent $115, and it made me about $830 on ads. And it's not that you spend it like at once, like you're supposed to pay it instantly. No, it's cost per click. So you pay after the results. That's how it works. So even though your account is on $0, you can literally just turn this on. You can just turn this on, and boom, it starts running the ads. Then at the end of the month is when you pay. If you do not have the money, it's okay, nothing happens. They'll just put a negative to your earnings, and when you get a customer, they'll deduct the payment. So yeah, I recommend doing ads, bro. Like, it's definitely worth it. When I first started with ads, honestly, I was scared. I was scared at first because I was like, man, it's going to take up a lot of my money. That's why I thought. But per month, I spend like $6 on ads per month. $6, and that $6 makes me like about, let me see. Actually, no, I don't spend six. That I spend about $12 on ads per month. And that $12 makes me up to $300, $200, $400. That's the benefit of ads. So you don't need to worry, bro. It's not going to be that expensive. It's not going to be that much. So advertising this made me about 3,000 impressions. From 3,000 impressions, I got 287 clicks. From 287 clicks, I got 39 orders. So remember what I told you earlier. I used to think that to get like mad money, bro, like to make stuff like, let's say, like $200. I used to think like you need to get like 30 customers, 20 customers. But from this gig, like from 39 customers, I've made $830 from just 39 orders. 39 orders. That's 3.1 million UGX from just 39 customers. 39. Then this one here, from 11 customers, I made about 1 million. 1 million, bro. From 7 customers only. 11 customers only. 1 million. So yeah, you don't need to get mad orders. You don't need to get mad orders. I used to think like I need 50 orders to even see $100. That's what I used to think. But yeah, this how Fiverr is, bro. But obviously, there are some gigs, like if you promote them, they'll just screw you up. Not like this one here, bro. This gig here, bro. I want to promote it so bad, but at the same time, I don't want to, because if you look at the impressions are high. 1,042 clicks per one order only. Like, it doesn't make sense. I spent about $21 advertising this gig, but it has made me only $5. So I spent 71K just to make like 15K somewhere there. 18K. So some gigs will just screw you up. But then there's this one here. This one I spent only $4. $4 is 14,000 UGX. It has made me about $40, which is around 140,000 UGX. So you see, this thing is worth it, bro. It's worth it. Definitely, bro. So yeah, this is not the end of the video. I hope you've learned something interesting. And I hope you watched this video to the end and understood something. If you have any questions, just leave your question in the comments. I'm going to read every single comment. I'm free most of the time. So yeah. If this video gets mad views, like if it gets mad views, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I create the illustrations. I'm going to like basically explain how I work, like how I make the money. Because I've just explained to you how the app works. I want to explain to you how I work. So yeah, if we get this video to mad views, I'll break down every single detail on how I work, stuff like that. But I feel like I should make it pay. Like, I feel like I should make you guys pay though, cause so yeah, this is the end of the video. And bro, my eyes are dry right now. Bro, this video is like 40 minutes. I have to go and edit it and clip stuff out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you succeed in Fiverr. And also another reason you must start is that freelancing, bro. There's nothing in this world I've seen that actually prints money. Because if you wanted to start a phone store, bro, you have to like start with like $100. Like, let's say you have to get $100 to buy the phone, then you go sell it at $150 and your profit is $50. But freelancing, you're basically selling a service. Like, I started from zero. I've never invested anything. I've never deposited anything inside of this app. Never, ever. But the amount of money I've withdrawn from here is wild. All I've done is withdrawing. So to me personally, I feel like selling a service is basically printing money because there's no investment that needs to be made. Like I started with zero, I started with nothing, and I'm living with a bunch of stuff: phone, tablet, computer, a lot of things, bro. A lot of things. The clothes I have on right now, these shirts came from freelancing. The underwear, the pants, the socks, the Crocs, all that stuff. So yeah, when I came here, I came with zero. I've never made a deposit, not even $1, not even $3, never. So yeah, just lock in, man, lock in.